And we're live. Welcome everybody to Ask a Wizard. Look at that. I got the mic on. Yes. Amazing. All right, let me update this real quick. I think it's this one. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, it's sneaky. This is a sneaky one. All right, let's today's content. Let's get YouTube up in here. What in the world? It's not recognizing my YouTube. This isn't good. Oh no. Oh no. Welcome everybody to Ask a Wizard. Well, I mean, we could do live wizard readings if I'm not able to find it, but why is that happening? I can hear myself coming through too. Why? Can't we just have one? Let's have this go through and not have a technical issue. That'd be great. Dang it. Why is that not working? I might have to gerrymander this real quick because it's not pulling in my window. I'm going to call this test. And the one we're going to do is it's not showing up. For some reason, it's not recognizing my Chrome. So let's see what we can do here. My goodness, this isn't good. This is not a good thing to do. I'm not really sure what to do. So OBS is completely ignoring my window. It's pretending like it just doesn't exist for some reason on Chrome. If anyone knows this stuff, let me know. I think did we get it? I think we got it. All right, let me get the overlay going. I think I fixed it. We're good. My goodness, finally get the audio working, and then we get this nonsense. OBS, what the heck, man, you suck. It's always something with OBS. Let's see here. History, library, playlist, and then I need to get my presentation up. My gosh. My apologies, guys. Boys and girls, welcome. How's it going? It's been a while. Yes, indeed. Tai Chi Owl, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I didn't come here for nothing. Star. I'll be quiet, Evil Owl. You know what's going on. No, YouTube. Yeah, I got you. It's fine. We're good. We got this. All right. We're so close. Here we go. My gosh. This is so stressful. Let us do this now. All right. We're close. Content. Boom. There we are. Boys and girls, we are up and running. Tonight on Ask a Wizard, we have the real Freddy Krueger. We're going to be discussing YouTube's ban of truthful speech and the 2020 Owl military campaign results. All of that is going to be happening today, plus so much more. So we got you on the list right now. If you are looking for a live wizard reading, we have Stop Motion, Cole, Evil Owl, and Tai Chi Owl on the list. I didn't spam the chat, though. That's all right. Thank you very much. And the ghost is real. Ooh, yeah, well, you're going to find out. It's pretty intense. And if you'd like to get a live wizard reading as well during the show, like and share the stream to qualify for a free live wizard reading. You can also donate and support the show by going to paypal.me/askawizard. There you can pay whatever you think a reading is worth, and you'll get a 3-card reading instead of a 1-card reading as well. And send your letters to P.O. Box 8881. Missoula, Montana, 59807. I did it from memory. Woo! That's the P.O. Box. You can send letters there, and I will read those live on air as well. So that is the place to be. Let us begin with the show. All right. More technical issues, of course. Boom! This week in Weird, YouTube has banned truthful speech. In fact, I have a news article for you right here. We just did this, and of course it got closed. YouTube bans. Here we are. YouTube video bans videos alleging widespread voter fraud. So YouTube has banned people from discussing the historical and current objective fact that there is currently a coup being conducted in the United States through a partnership between the Chinese government and the left-wing party of our political system. YouTube has decided that they don't want to show any videos pertaining to that historical and objective fact. So I want you guys to know that I'm fully okay with that. I am not paying for the server costs. This is YouTube's decision. If YouTube doesn't want us to talk about these things, that's fine. What I do want, though, is YouTube to provide a detailed, comprehensive list in the exact clarity that they've done so here about everything that they don't want us talking about, and I'd like everyone held to that standard. And that's all I'd like. And I think that's pretty fair. I think it's pretty straightforward. And if you choose to enforce those rules in a way that is not across the board and universal, then I will sue you for tortious interference, for taking away from my capacity to do business. So I think that that's the way that it should go. And that's what you guys should be preparing for, since with the new regulations going in, CPPA, you're going to find out very soon that you've made a grave mistake, YouTube. So we're going to move right along from that week in weird. That's today's news. Nothing else matters. Everything else in the news is irrelevant. Turn off your TVs. That's all lies. That's the only thing you needed to hear about in the news today. So let's move on. Oh, that's my notes. All right. 2 histories, mysteries. Matthew says, indeed, I already got a reading and it was very helpful. Awesome. Oh, I'm glad I was able to help. I have a cardboard cutout of Freddy Krueger in my room. Ooh, that's spooky, Cole. Well, does he look like this? The ghost is real? Yes. Welcome, Matt. How are you doing, sir? So, today's history's mystery is the real Freddy Krueger. That's right. This is a mystery from history. There once was a time in American history where Hmong refugees came into America. They were fleeing war and conflict. And unfortunately, one of them was struck with a terrifying and horrifying plague. He began to see visions of creepy old women, demons, and horrifying dark dreams. When he was awake, and when he was asleep, unfortunately, he knew what this spirit was. He knew what this old lady was that was coming to him in his dreams, and knew that it was going to take his life. And amazingly, it did. The old lady spirit, this old hag as he described it, slaughtered him in his sleep. But it gets weirder. You see, after this happened to this one man, this one refugee, this began to spread like a plague. House by house, this spirit, this energy, moved from one home into another. And the exact same symptoms were experienced by the different people, one person at a time. They would experience the hallucinations of the old hag, see demons, have sleep problems, and be killed in their dreams. What makes this even more bizarre is that it seemed to be targeting very specific people. In fact, the people who were being targeted were the ones that weren't practicing their worship routines because of the fact that they were refugees. Unfortunately, by moving here to America as refugees, they didn't have access to much money, resources, or time. They were trying to scrape by. And so for many of these people, they abandoned their faith, their rituals, their worship of spirits that they had done from before. And unfortunately, this spirit seemed to be targeting those who had abandoned their worship. Incredibly, after worship was resumed, the deaths caused by this spirit were stopped. That is the story of the real Freddy Krueger, the real nightmare. Is the Nightmare on Elm Street? Is that Freddy Krueger? I'm not sure, but the real dream haunter. What do we got going on here? Antonio says, I love you. Thank you very much, Antonio. I appreciate that. I feel like you would be a good detective. Well, thank you very much, Chris. I had a private detective in high school tell me that. He fell asleep a lot while standing, but he was the greatest, just the coolest guy. And he, as I was graduating from high school, he's like, Tyler, don't go to college. And I was like, okay, that seems like a pretty good advice. You should become a private investigator with me. And I was like, all right, I'm interested. And he's like, yeah. And then I looked into what being a private investigator was, and I was like, oh, that sucks. You're just spying on people cheating all the time. And I wasn't that interested. So I didn't end up doing it. But it's funny that you mentioned that. Pretty crude, or is it because he came back like how many different times and then died? He can't come back like that now? Interesting. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Nightmare on Elm Street. If you pray and let God be with you, you'll be protected. That is a fact. So that's where the analysis comes in. So of course, as all fake people who worship the cult called scientism, that's a false religion, people who think science is real and not a religion, it's called scientism. They tend to do this thing where they just give out a fake explanation to try and hide from the supernatural. And so they immediately said, no, this is just a heart disease. It's only affecting this particular group of people because genetics. Yes. And they're like, but why doesn't it affect all of them? And it only affects the ones that aren't worshiping. Don't worry about that. That's not true. And so that was pushed under the rug. Unfortunately for that person, someone went in and started investigating again after the fact and found that there was literally zero medical evidence to support the claim whatsoever. There was no genetic anomalies. He had made up the entire thing. It was all a lie. Then, upon further research, the scientist who went in and researched again found some very alarming evidence, which was paracosmic evidence. And she basically came away from it with all of the calling cards of dealing with real supernatural things, of saying, it's like, it seems to be a combination of the placebo effect, your confirmation bias, and the people's faith, which is, by the way, translating that from scientism, false religion, to reality, is people's minds can change reality. We see things differently from other people because there's an infinite amount of data in this world, and the realm has things that exist that we don't understand. So that's all that she was saying, is that it appears to be some sort of spiritual entity, and it seems like it was upset that it wasn't being worshipped. So there was a pact with a spiritual entity that appears to have been going through and killing people based on their lack of worship. And so what you guys thought here is sounding pretty cool. Was he cloned? If you pray, let God be with you, you'll be protected. Wasn't Freddy Krueger burnt in his house? I'm not sure. I actually don't know much about Freddy Krueger other than the fact that he kills people in their dreams. But I think that this is 100% possible. I think that you could worship a different being other than God, Logos, the truth, and this could be a consequence of it. This is not uncommon for demonic entities to make these kinds of pacts. And so I think that that's what you see happening here, is people came who worshipped a spirit that made a pact with them. They gave them rewards in exchange for worship, and there are people who broke their pact, and that opens you up to a lot of trouble in the spiritual realm. That's why you shouldn't deal with spirits. Don't talk to angels, demons, any of that kind of stuff. You go to Logos, you go to the truth. That is the source of truth. That is the source of the light, the truth, the way. And from there, that is your rock and your foundation. And don't commune with spirits. Don't have familiar spirits. That would be my recommendation for you. And that is tonight's History's Mystery. All right, let's get some live wizard readings going up in here. We have quite a few today. We've got stop motion up first, and then Cole. Stop motion, if you're still here, let me know in the comments below. We'll get your reading started shortly. And then after that, we have Cole. We'll be getting your reading started as well. And then after these readings, we are going to be watching some incredible videos. I have a video of a ram fighting a car, a rhino fighting a car, and a cougar stalking a man for his life. I'm going to be doing that in just a bit. Christianity, Satanism, and Freddy Kruegerism. We would fall into the realm of no-ghosts, but yeah, stop motion is here. Awesome. Is there anything in particular you need insights on? Let me know in the comments below. We'll get those readings started for you shortly. By the way, if you want to support the stream, throw some money in the tip jar at paypal.me/askawizard, or you can send some letters of support at P.O. Box 8881, Missoula, Montana 59807. All right, what do we got here today? Ooh, check that out. The Seven of Swords. A ram ramming a ram. I really wanted it to be a ram truck. I did. That was kind of... I was going to use that as the headline, but then I thought it'd be clickbait to do it because it's not true. But I really wanted to do it. I'm doing very well, K-Dog. How are you doing, man? So, stop motion. We got the Seven of Swords here for you. So, the Seven of Swords is a tricky card. So, it's a good card. It's it's confidence in wisdom. Now, what you have to be careful about with this card is, as you can see, he's a little sneaky. This is alluding to the fact that when we know something, we have information on something, we tend to confuse that with the other three quadrants. So this is kind of like the extreme stereotype would be the person who thinks they know how to swim because they watched a YouTube video on how to swim. Like that kind of thing. And there's a big difference between having the knowledge of something and actually being able to implement it in the real world. So what this is saying is, in the positive sense of, you have good knowledge, you have good wisdom, be confident in that, but do not mistake it for taking action in the real world. So that's what this card here represents for you, stop motion. I hope that helps you out. Hope that gives you some insights. Let me know in the comments below if that helped you out, and we're going to move on to the next reading. I'm all right. Awesome. Evil Owl says, I'm scared. What are you scared of, Evil Owl? Let me know. I'm pretty sure Freddy Krueger is classified as a dream demon, and he can control your dream world. Ooh, interesting. That's neat. Dreams are really weird. Dreams prove the existence of the supernatural so often. It's kind of mind-boggling that there are actually people in this world that are deluded enough to not believe in the supernatural, which I find just bizarre. like you can go read Carl Jung, his Red Book, or any of the Black books for that matter, and he's just like, so here's like 700 documented cases of supernatural phenomenon that I recorded. Anybody? No one? Burn him! Burn him! Up next is Cole, and then after Cole we got Evil Owl. Awesome, glad I was able to help you there, Stop Motion Studios. I think I see the future in my dreams. Ooh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's possible. It's 100% possible. The gift of prophecy is in the Bible. The gift of dreams is in the Bible. I know I've experienced it for myself. We had a really cool one. Me and my uncle, David, both had a dream of a earthquake occurring on the same day. We both had the same dream and met each other in church on Sunday, and then discussed our dreams together. And that there was an earthquake on that day. So it's quite odd. Cole, you are up. Is there anything in particular, Cole, or just a general reading? Let me know in the comments below. Owen has retracted his message. Clearly the CIA taking him down. I know. A pair of my headphones while my earbuds came on, and there are not invitations now. I'm scared because I think it's a ghost. Well, if you're scared of it being a ghost, just know that you're like a level 100 monster, and a ghost is like a level 1 little mushroom. They're nothing compared to you in terms of power and strength. So you don't need to be afraid of them. You have immense power. You're a creator. You can build, grow, and create. That is a God-like gift because we are made in God's image. It's something that we have, and you're immensely powerful. I saw myself making friends with my best friend in the 5th grade when I met her in the 6th grade. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, Cole's looking for a general reading. Let's get that started. Help, I'm being tracked by the FBI. I think my message exposes them. Well, don't worry. They're very technologically illiterate from my experience. I actually... we joke about it a lot, but I do war efforts. We are campaigning against the education system, which we'll be covering in this stream as well. And it's enough to the point where, yes, the FBI has sent letters and been like, this is just informing you that we have conducted research onto your profile and information. And I'm like, I'm open and transparent. I don't got nothing to hide here. But it's they're not very tech savvy from my experiences, because I called them up and I was like, hey, I heard you're looking into me. Is there, I could give you any information you want. I'd love to give you all the info about what I'm doing. It's I'm following the law. I'm a U.S. citizen, and I want to help you guys with whatever it is you're trying to do. And so it is odd. It's definitely odd. Alex was confused by the letter. I wasn't. I was like, it makes sense, you know. Starting an owl group, it's what you do. We're a pretty powerful group of people. The owls are legends. It's like those mobile games ads where a level 1 person... Exactly. It's exactly what it's like, Cole. All right. Ooh, and popping off with a great card here. This is the Chariot. The Chariot is a fantastic card. This is saying... Cole, you have thought through your plan logically. You have set up a good strategy. You have good logic behind your plan. You've weighed the pros and cons of taking action, and now the path is clear. It is time to act. This is a card that says you are ready to go. You're ready to start testing out your ideas in the real world and taking action. So really awesome card to see popping up there. Fantastic indeed. I love the Chariot popping up. It actually is a reference to Plato's Chariot, which is about mastering your animalistic instincts and your higher level abilities and getting both of those forces, the forces, in alignment with each other, so that your animalistic energies are in alignment with your high ideals and you can crush. Just think of those Mafia game ads that you see that show your level. The demon is level 1, you're level 100. But with faith in Jesus, you're level 1000. Exactly. That's it. Well, yes and no. So if you don't have faith in Logos, you are massively susceptible to demonic energy. That thing does 100% flip on its head. So if you are not connected with Logos, Christ, Jesus Christ, the light, the truth, the way, if you aren't connected to that, you can easily be corrupted, tempted, broken by spirits and forces, and used by forces, and you can be defeated by them. They can literally kill you in your dreams, apparently. If you connect with Logos, you're unstoppable. It's you literally can just go up and be like, get out of here. You're not welcome here. Get out. And legions of demons will have to leave. You have that power. It's that strong. You're a really, really powerful being. Thanks for reading. No problem at all, Cole. Glad I was able to help you. FBI, open up. Yeah. I'd invite them in for dinner. Say, come on in. You want a drink? You want to have food? I have friends in the FBI. They're awesome. They're great people. People see the 3-letter organizations and they kind of lump everybody into the same group. And it's just not the case. There's people that live in the organizations. There's good people. There's bad people. It's a government, so it's going to suck. It's not going to be very effective. It's going to be really bad at its job. It's not going to get anything done. But that's kind of what the government is. You know, it's nothing to be afraid of, as long as you're not going around doing crimes. We don't do crimes. We follow the law. We're in the world, not of the world. We render unto Caesar's what's Caesar's. So I'm good. And the owls are good too. We're a group of moral people who like to read books and inform ourselves and be well prepared. Let's see here. They will have a birthmark of 6. So I saw that the Antichrist will come in 2022 and will be the end of the planet. Well, no man shall know the hour or day of the end of the world. So we know that what you just said is not going to happen, so don't worry about it. You know, the Bible, Jesus himself says he himself doesn't even know when the end of the times will come. So don't worry about those things. Live your life as if it's going to be the end times, because that means living a life of glory, noble war, winning, battles, growth, creation, build the beautiful, the good, the true, building, creating, and just making amazing things. Because if you're right and it is the end times, well, you lived an awesome life. And if you're wrong, well, you just built some really amazing stuff and lived an amazing life. So don't worry about those kinds of things. Next up is Evil Owl, and then we have Tai Chi Owl after that. Evil Owl, it's time for your reading. Anything in particular, Evil Owl, you're looking for a reading about? Let me know. The most intimidating thing to say to a demon is, you mess with the cow, you get the udder. that would be pretty funny. Or you could, if you appeal to the Bible. Well, pigs don't have teats, do they? Never mind. I was gonna say they get PTSD from being casted into pigs. One of the world's major issues is that people generalize groups of people like police, and they think they're all bad just because there's a few bad ones. Yeah, 100%. That's the nature of propaganda and psychological manipulation. It's one of the reasons the flashing boxes are so dangerous, and you got to be careful with them. Jesus saves lives. Yes, he does. But he will also make every knee bow. And let me tell you, he's coming back, and he's coming back with a vengeance. He will definitely save people's lives. And he will also take the wicked as well. Yo, know what's up? I don't. I guess a little light up here. Wait, animals can get PTSD? Actually, I think animals can get PTSD, but I was referencing when Jesus cast the demons into pigs, and like if you told them you mess with the cow, you get the udder. If you said something along the lines of like you mess with the tail, you get the pig kind of thing, just to make them freak out because they got casted into pigs in the past and it freaked them out. Evil Owl, are you here? It's time for your reading. Let me know in the comments below. We're going to give you the roll call here in just a bit. And if after that, it'll be Tai Chi Owl. Same deal, Tai Chi Owl, if you're here, let me know in the comments below and we'll get your reading started in just a bit. Evil Owl says, God. Okay. Evil Owl notorious for always saying no to his readings. So let's see if we can break that trend for Evil Owl. Let's find out. Ooh, look at that. Evil Owl popping off with the Magician card. One of my favorites in the deck. I have quite a few favorites. I think I have 4. But this is the Magician. I'm an ENTP. It's really hard for me to make a favorite. The Magician represents being in a situation where you have considered your principles, you've considered the material world, you've considered the intellectual realm, and you've even considered the emotional realm of motivation. And when you have all 4 of those things, those 4 quadrants, and that's represented here by the wand, the heart, or pentacle, I should say. My apologies. The wand, the pentacle, the cup, which represents the heart, and then the sword representing logos. So having all 4 of those things into alignment, it's saying that you can literally make things happen. You can, when people act in this way, and this is what Jesus Christ and God tells us to live our life as, is in the real world, the real realm, the logos, what is true. When you live a life like this, to some people, it looks like magic. Some people think it looks magical. Some people think it is luck. Some people think that it is the handouts that they came from. Oh, that guy was just born to a billionaire. That's why he's so successful. But in reality, it's living in alignment with logos gives you immense power in this world, and it can literally make people think, "Wow, this person is like doing stuff that shouldn't be possible." So great card to see popping up here for you. And I think that the message here for you, Evil Owl, you mentioned wanting information about God, is one of the best ways to start living a godly life is to build, create, and grow the beautiful, the good, and the true. Do it in the real world. Do those things and you'll start to see the results. And so that's the reading I have for you there, Evil Owl. Hope that helps you out. Hope that gives you some insights. Evil Owl popping off with the legendary Re. Evil Owl, gosh, so many grammatical errors. What do we miss here? I'm here. Hello, Tai Chi Owl. You're up next. Is there anything in particular, Tai Chi Owl, you're looking for a reading about? Let me know in the comments below. Gosh, so many grammatical errors. What if God could Thanos snap a really bad human away? I think there's good examples of God Thanos snapping bad people away. I know. this is gonna borderline on possibly getting me in trouble with YouTube. How should I phrase this? Let me think this through. I think there is a strong possibility that you're going to experience a Thanos snap in the near future in major cities that have fallen into immense, unimaginable sin. I think that Sodom and Gomorrah, and I think that the Tower of Babel are macro and microcosms. I think that those are patterns of human behavior that have occurred and do occur and will continue to occur in reoccurrence throughout human history until the end times. So I think that you might experience a Thanos snap and it won't look like what you think it looks like, and people will explain it away. But if you abandon truth, you cut yourself off from reality, the real world, you don't know how to grow your own food, you don't know how to get water, you don't know how to get power, you have devoted your life to a false job that doesn't exist, it's not a real thing, it's all an illusion, and a city decides to, and then locked yourself in a box, cutting yourself off from all of those resources unless a city gives it to you, and surrounded yourselves with people who will murder you for what you have, you've set yourself up for a very big Thanos snap. So that would be my thing. But it's an isolated event. If you want to see that, I have more information on that in my Rat Utopia episodes. It's a few episodes back. If you want to see more of what I think, do not despair, do not be afraid. There is hope, and there is it's very easy to avoid. And we've actually already covered all of the stuff you need to know in these lectures to be perfectly fine during that kind of situation. So check that out. Let's see here. Chris is looking for a general reading. I'm a C if I'm a Sarah. Not sure what that means. Why do people sell their souls for fame? Because in all the interviews with them, they say fame is hard and money isn't pleasing. So why do they do it? That's a great question, Taichi. I actually did a lecture on that particular topic back in the day. It was, I think it was called The Different Kinds of Resources. And that is something that's always confused me. I've never understood why people pursue fame. Because it seems like all the side effects of fame are like drug overdosing, horrible lifestyle, depression, mental illness. Like, there doesn't seem to be any really positive to fame, but I'm assuming it's just a sin that I'm not susceptible to, so that's probably, someone could look at a sin that I'm susceptible to and be like, why would you fall for that sin, and then turn around and I'm looking at them and saying, why are you falling for that, something along those lines. I think that's probably what it is, but I don't know why people pursue fame. I understand that there's some value to a small amount of fame, which is attention. You do need attention to do things in this world, and it's useful to have attention, so I get that, but you want to limit that as much as possible. Like, I need what God provides. I want 1,000 owls in the community. I think that's enough to manage. And everyone else is like just extra on top of that. And so I think there is a number that you do need, but it's not that big. I don't think you need more than 1,000 people who support what you do to really operate in this world. All right, let's get you your reading here, Taiji Owl. The FBI is almost at my house. I highly doubt it, Evil Owl. I don't think the FBI is going to come to your house. If they do, invite them in. Treat them nice. They work hard. They've got a lot of guys working really, really hard, trying to do the right thing. And, they're in a crappy situation. They work for the U.S. government. They aren't able to do the job to the best of their abilities because of just nonsense and paperwork. So be nice to them. They're going through some tough stuff, especially right now. So what we got here for you, Taiji Owl. We've got the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a wonderful card. As you can see, it's just happiness, abundance, a happy couple win the kingdom. Just a really, really great card. And so what this is saying is that you are in a spot right now, Tai Chi L, where you have your spiritual principles that you can rely on, and those things are strong. You've got those things honed, you've got those things mastered, and they are a rock for you. And so this is really awesome to see popping up, because despite what might be going on in the world, things are difficult, hard times, financial difficulties, having a strong spiritual foundation is going to help you get through all of those times. So rely on that, turn to that during your times where things are difficult, and I think you'll be able to get through the struggles you're going through. And that is the reading I have for you today, Tai Chi Al. I hope that helped you out. Hope that gave you some insights. And we're going to move on to the videos. Now is a great time to start sharing this thing on out to your friends and family, because we are about to watch some incredible videos that you will definitely want to experience with them. It's like America's family fun video things, except you can actually do it with your family and friends again online, and we're just doing it here now for fun together. Let's go. All right. Oh, gotta get my overlay. How it won't be professional, right? Oh, I'm not doing my overlay because this thing is not working. Oh, that's for a new video, later video. Let's get, here it is. Come on. My mouse, oh no, it just removed the video. No. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay. Well, crap. My mouse randomly disappears when I'm using OBS. It's just another one of its beautiful technical things that it does. So let's see if I can search it. I queued these all up for you. Come on. I literally am trying to find, this is absurd. Okay. What are we gonna do here? What's the plan? Anybody know who this guy is? Come on, mouse. Can I use this? No. I used my touchpad to see if I could get it to work. Let's see if I can. It's over the Google icon. Okay, so that's refresh. That's back. All right, we're making progress. Where are we at? Ah, there we are. We're back. All right. RAM attacks car. Jeez, that's really frustrating. I wish that it wouldn't. What is it? I think it's mountain goat. This is like my Facebook streams, by the way. On Facebook, we have a pirate ship where we sail around the internet, and I literally just Google fun memes and whatnot. That's the pirate ship at facebook.com/askawizard. It shows up at a random time, so you just have to set the notification bell. I literally just pop on there, and we check out funny videos all day. It's pretty fun. I'm doing good. Hey, how's it going? If you turn to Satan, you may get money and fame, but the side effects are an eternity in hell, depression, death, and many more. Yeah, it's true. And typically whatever Satan gives you, it ends up being the thing that destroys you as well. So imagine that when God sends an angel down to earth, they use an escalator or an elevator. Interesting. That was perfect. Hi, how is everyone tonight? I'm doing very well. Lisa, how are you doing, Lisa? I'm good. You? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, let us begin. So this is a mountain goat, which happen to be all around my house now here in Montana, and it is going to go and fight a car. This one. Boom! Look at those goats just going at each other. Really intense stuff here. Pretty legendary goats. Oh, he took a chunk right out of that car. Oh, I used to have that car. I had a convertible one. It's a Sebring. Mine was black. Just goes right back to headbutting. Oh, let's watch that again. Let's watch that again. That was quick. Boom. So you got some goats just chilling, right? Doing their thing. Boom! Nailing each other. This one's getting ready to go. The car's like, I'm gonna sneak by. I'm gonna sneak by. We got this. Oh. And he just goes right back to headbutting. Like nothing happened. Wow. That's intense. That's intense. The way the Ram just went boom, right? Ram versus car. Poor baby. Well, apparently Mountain Ghosts love doing it. That he's not even phased. He just went right back to headbutting. He's having a good time. Oh, that's insane. Now that my mouse is back, I should be able to get access to my playlist again, which I lost earlier because my mouse just disappears for no reason while I'm using OBS, and it's quite annoying. But this one right here is similar concept, but with a bigger animal. This is a rhino versus a car. So you guys saw what a mountain goat is capable of. What is it like HP in Montana? It is beautiful. It's incredible. The weather is amazing. The people are amazing. The culture is amazing. I haven't found anything about it that I don't like yet, other than the roads are very confusing to drive in. But other than that, that's about it. All right. Let's see. So we saw the mountain goat. He took a little chunk out of the car. Let's see how our rhino does. Why is the car dressed like a zebra? Why is there zebra stripes on the car? Look, car, just go the other way, dude. If there's a rhino, just go the other way. Oh, no. He flipped it. He flipped it like it was a toy. He didn't even try. Oh, he's rolling it. He's rolling it. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. I always worry. Like when you're on a safari, they're like, don't worry. The animals don't attack your car. Clearly they do. Oh my gosh. He's not even trying. He's just flipping that thing around. What is this? Vroom, vroom, zebra car. No, and so I guessed correctly. Yeah, you mess with the rhino, you get the car flipped. Exactly. Oh my gosh. People are like freaked out by T-Rex attacks. This is like a real T-Rex attack. This is straight out of the movie. Oh my gosh. He's just not even trying. He's squaring up. He's squaring up. He's like, yeah, that's right. That's right, car. Want to try me? I didn't think so. Oh, you want to go too? Oh no, what if he flips this one? It's like, I'm out of here. Oh my gosh, that's insane. John's woken. Mr. Rhino is hungry, right? And his name was John Cena. I'm not sure what that means, but all right. Oh, are you talking about the wrestler guy who pops in? No. Wow, it's like paper to it. I know. Like I'm really impressed by how easily he just threw the car. Oh my gosh, a car isn't so heavy. It's crazy. All right, the next one we have, probably gonna have to skip around because it is a longer one. However, this is something Alexandria Paxton sent on in. So that's at OPVs. She helps edit some of the videos on AskAWizardMagic.com as well. And she recommended this one. This is a cougar stalking a man through Utah. This is very close to where I live. We went through Utah on the way here to Montana. And, well, it's not very close, but pretty close. But we have a bunch of mountain lions around here, too. So this has an important lesson, but also it's pretty intense. So the hiker has seen what appears to be two baby cubs sitting under a tree. I'll text you when I'm there. Oh, thank you very much, Alex. Thank you for that. She just sent a message via non-YouTube chat. So there are baby kitties sitting under a tree. first rule of baby kitties sitting under a tree. It doesn't matter if it's a bear. It doesn't matter if it's a cub, a cat. It doesn't matter if it's a dog. You do not approach wild baby animals in nature. If you do, you are screwed. And this guy's going to learn that lesson hard right now. Yeah. Yeah. What you may not notice is there is a camouflaged blur of death charging him right now that is in the shape of what is called a mother cougar.
Holy face.
The cougar is now hiding and stalking him through those bushes. Yeah, roar at it. See how that works. Jeez, man. You're lucky that the mountain lion's going sneaky mode. So now he's come out of the bushes. He's not playing around anymore. He's like, fine, I'm not going to sneak. I'm just going to come at you. Oh, you see that pounce? Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh gosh.
Get the f away. Get the f away.
This isn't like that other one we watched where he was like, I'm just a sneaky guy, don't mind me. No, this thing is aggro. Oh man, that is one unhappy mom. Crikey. Who knew swearing at it would help? Right? Yeah. I'm glad that this one's bleeping out all of his words. That's why I played it. We couldn't play it before because he didn't have it bleeped, but this version he put up has it bleeped out. So I was able to show it to you guys. Check my last comment. All right. Safari guide in zebra car. Don't worry. He's harmless. 5 seconds later, Rhino has his daily rim. No. Do not worry. They will not attack our car. Oh no. Oh God. That's exactly it. They probably just lie because they don't want people to not go to their safaris. They make a lot of money from it.
Holy.
Oh, jeez. So he reached down for a rock there, and when he did, the cougar leaped forward to try and take him out.
No! Go away! Go away! Please go away! Holy.
I'd be so sad if I died. Well, like, this is my last video, and I was just, like, so, like, bad with my language. I communicated in such an unclean way. Like, I'd want to go stoically. I'd want to go fighting, battling, like roaring and yelling. I get that, but it's like, why are you swearing with it?
Go away. Go away. I'm big and scary.
Obviously not that big and scary. He just wants a hug. The FBI's outside my house. Well, seems like you're going to be going. See you, Evil Owl. You can tell him everything.
You're good. You're a good little kitty cat.
Good little kitty cat. Yeah, he's not much of a little kitty cat, is he? All right, let's hop around through here. This continues on continuously for 6 minutes straight. So we're going to hop up a little bit here.
Gosh, where's my gun?
Your gun? You have a gun?
Okay. This is when I die.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No. Get the away.
Ooh.
Stupid kitty cat.
Oh.
Holy, come on, dude. I don't feel like dying today.
Oh no. I don't feel like dying today. Ah! He's so frustrated. I don't want to die. Dang it. I feel like that's more along the lines of how I'd react.
Go eat your babies.
It's a good point. The cougar just kind of abandoned its babies, didn't it? You're letting that thing get real close to you, man.
No. Go away. Go away.
He could pounce at this point. I think he went down for a rock.
Go away. No.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Trying to attack you, guys look away from you.
How does this end?
Dude.
Oh, my gosh. What do we got going on here? It's like when you go to a public park and you see a dog barking at you and the owner goes, it doesn't bite, meaning like, well, the dog leashed on his leg. Yeah, right. A hug of death. Cubs asking where mommy went, oldest one. She's going to get a human for dinner. Oh, no. Evil Owl just says, hey, someone needs to tell this man that cougars don't speak English. Yeah, he's trying to negotiate with the cougar. He's like, no, you're babies. Come on, man. I'm not interested in dying. I'm very big and scary. And the cougar's just like,
What do you do? Come on. Come on. Oh, stupid. This sucks. This is scary. My heart is racing.
yeah, I can imagine. How long can you stay at 10 on the adrenaline level? Because it seems like this guy's just not stopping.
Dude. Okay.
He's getting some distance.
Fun. Go get your babies. Go away.
That's a good point. Go get your baby.
Damn. I just wanted to go on a run.
Oh, gosh, that's heart-wrenching. I just wanted to go on a run. He's just reflecting on his decisions. Oh, that's so...
Come on, dude.
Oh,
Come on,
jeez.
dude.
How long can this go on? How does this end? How can this end? Does he get back to his car? I hope it doesn't end with him dying. That's gonna...
Go get your babies. You're not getting me, dude.
I mean, it seems like he's probably able to get you.
I'm ready to go down.
Getting down to get a rock again. Good move, good move. Good tactical play. Oh, shoot. I think he pegged him with a rock.
Yeah, get the away.
Holy crap, look how fast that thing is. So, wait a minute, what? Let's watch that again.
I'm ready to go down.
He hits him with a rock, it looks like, or he throws a rock at him.
Yeah, get the
Look how fast it's... So, at any point, the mountain lion could have killed him. And so it's just choosing not to, I guess. So maybe the mountain lion was the good guy all along. It doesn't seem like the mountain lion could... Because the mountain lion, if it wanted to kill him, it could have killed him. But it... Because, I mean, look how fast that thing... It would have caught him in a second. So... I'm thinking that it was just trying to scare him, keep him away from his babies. I think that was the thing. Because at any point, look how fast that is. He could have killed him.
Oh, damn it.
Wow.
Okay.
That's incredible. Wow. That's insane. What an intense video. Thank you for the recommendation, OPVs. By the way, if you guys have video recommendations, send them on in to Instagram DM. You can send them Facebook DM, things like that. Facebook DM, Instagram DM, TikTok DM. Love to check them out. We also do Facebook pirate ship at facebook.com/askawizard, where we sail the seas for mysteries and memes. And we watch a lot of videos like this. So that's a great place to join in as well. It's where we get a lot of content for the show. But thank you very much, OPVs, for that recommendation. That's crazy stuff. Plot twist: his car's by the baby cougars. Oh, jeez, no. If he turns his back for even a second, he's dead meat. That makes sense. Yeah, they won't attack you if you're facing them, right? Usually. Someone needs to tell this man, cougar, hey, I know you might like rocks, but I don't, and I'm kind of hungry. Oh, no. Plot twist. Go get your babies, cougar. Leaves a few minutes. Cougar returns with its babies to finish the job. Read the last comment. Yes, indeed. Oh, this is too much. That was a great video. Well, those are some fun animal videos for us today. Let's see what we got on the horizon. Ah, yes. So now is the time for us to revel. This might not be relevant to a lot of you who are not in the Parliament of Owls, particularly in the war efforts of the Parliament of Owls. It's a subsect of our group, but they are my people, and so I have to let them know what's going on. But I hope you guys will enjoy this. The OWL war efforts, military strategies, and results. You guys may not know this, but I declared war on the education system in 2010 with a group of the Parliament of Owls. This is back before we even had an online presence, and we set forth to try and deal the maximum amount of economic and financial damage to the education system as possible through completely and total legal means. We did not use anything that is illegal. It was purely through truth, logos, and through military strategy. And our ultimate goal is to destroy the education system and to replace it with another one. And so we've been doing that for the last 10 years. So I wanted to show the Owls the results of their hard-earned efforts and hard work that they've been doing for the last 10 years. So I want to give you guys an idea of what our strategy is and how we are implementing this. We're applying the principles of Sun Tzu. We're applying the principles of fourth generation warfare. We're using principles from the Prince and a lot more. So if you're interested in following along, that is what we've been utilizing to do what we do. And so here are the principles in play. I was watching a different video. Hey, I'm going to go to bed. Very tired. Good night. See you later, Owen. Have a good evening. Just imagine if the cougar followed him home. Oh, no. I was watching a different video. So with our strategy here, we're applying the principle of knowing our enemy. So we've studied the enemy very well. We understand how their business models work and where their vulnerabilities lie. We emphasize persuasion over weapons according to the principles of Sun Tzu and the art of war. We utilize spies. We get people who are inside the education system to give us information, and people who are currently being subjected to its torture. The education system is the most evil organization in America. It has brought back slavery through the form of non-refundable debt. They are satanic and promote evil. And so that's why we declared war on them. We use a emphasis on what is called clarity and consistency. This is a principle of marketing. So we want to take the evil that they do, make it as clear as possible, and then present that message consistently. We have highlighted, promoted, and weaponized their sin. So when they commit evil and atrocities, we simply make those things more obvious, and we make sure that the right people see them, and we use those sins against them. We've allied with the victims. These are the people who are subjected to the tortures of going through the education system. And we ally with their competitors, people who offer alternatives, so that they have a vested interest in supporting us. We have waged war through the methodologies of economics and image, because this is the year of 2020. If you've read the book Fourth Generation Warfare, which actually I think I might have, right here. This is Fourth Generation Warfare Handbook by William S. Lind. Fantastic book. That's what we have utilized, as well as the Art of War right here. Those are the reference manuals, and in this day and age, it makes more damaging effects rather than using weapons and military action. It's much more effective to attack economics and people's image and brand through persuasion. Sun Tzu has known this for a while, but it's been formalized here in fourth generation warfare. We've also had the emphasis on small numbers of people that were trained well. That's called the Parliament of Owls. People who are well trained, well educated, well read, versus a bunch of large people. This is what the typical attack methodology in today's day and age is, to send a mob of angry people who annoy and harass for a couple of months and then go away. I'm not interested in that. I wanted a weaponized team of people who would be consistent and clear and stay through for, at this point, it's been an entire decade. And finally, of course, we always give people a way out per Sun Tzu's recommendations. Sun Tzu says, leave your enemy an exit, and for them, we left them the exit alternatives. In this case, we presented what's called homeschooling as the alternative to the current education system. So thank you so much for everyone who has supported this. Thank you everyone who's been helping me for the last 10 years to fight against the most evil organization in America, the education system, the Church of Satan, and for all of the hard work you've done. I wanted to give you guys some facts and figures regarding your efforts and show you what you have done. So that's what we're going to be covering here in just a bit. I was so smart of a wizard to become more powerful than Dr. Strange. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I had a house cat follow me home 3 kilometers at night. Ooh, interesting. I felt just like him. It's late for me. Should go to bed. Good night. See you later, Cole. Good night. So, in 2010, we declared war on the education system. This graph documents the historical full-time college students enrollment year by year. As you can see, we have a steady trend going way, way, way up until 2010 hit. 2010 is when we began our war efforts, boys and girls. Notice anything? This is when we began our war efforts, and as you can see, it has been a steady decline ever since we began our active campaign. And I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but that is a drop of 1.1 million students enrollments. 1.1 million students are no longer going to the Church of Satan and ruining their lives, going into crippling, non-refundable debt, because of the efforts that we've done here at Ask a Wizard through the Parliament of Owls. Congratulations, guys. Very good work. And it gets even better, because while this is beautiful, it's to destroy is easy. To defeat is easy. To take down is easy. What's harder is to present an alternative, to destroy and then offer something better. And I think the next slide, I'm even more proud of you guys because of our efforts for promoting homeschooling, self-education, and self-learning. As you can see, this bar graph here starts in 2010 when we began our efforts. We're looking at 52 of 60,000. That's you can do the math. I'm not doing it live on air. 62 times 60,000. In 2010, we start at 62. By the end of 2019, we're at 97. And 2020's numbers aren't in yet, but from what I've heard, it's staggering how great 2020 has been for us guys. So 2020, I should say. And so you can see this is a steady growth all the way up. There's a little anomaly in 2015, but more or less a just solid trend right through the roof of people using home education instead of going to the Church of Satan, which has begun a drastic decline. And that is because of your guys' efforts and our hard work. Could it be? I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe, campaigning, showcasing their sin, showcasing their lie, consistently putting that out into the ether, putting it into people's who can communicate the idea, distribute the idea, creating memes, creating content, making sure it's filling up Reddit forums, making sure that local news stations are covering it, making sure that every scandal is exposed. Maybe all of that, getting over 40 million impressions to news of that topic over the last 10 years. Maybe it's irrelevant. Maybe we had nothing to do with it. It could be. That could be. Or maybe we did. And maybe my silver tropheon is on the horizon. Possibly. This is what the Owls are capable of. You guys are amazing. You guys did so much awesome work, and I deeply appreciate every single one who took part in this. And so when people are saying it's like, you got 5 people, you have 10 people, your videos only have 60, 70 people who show up. A special forces team is typically composed of 30 people. We're the Owls. Don't pick a fight with us. Let's move on to Evil or Good. This is a segment that's brought to us by Alexandria Paxton. She designed this herself, except for the images. I added those ones in. to highlight the evil or good. This is a fun game that Alex invented for us that you can play along too. This is an interactive game where Alex puts pictures of people and we try to determine if they are evil or good. There's one evil person hidden in the mix, and we have to try and intuit who is the person who is evil. This came about because I made an offhanded comment about how you could feel if someone was evil just by looking at them sometimes. There's just an evil aura. And so she said that was nonsense. She created this game for us to play to see if I can get them right. So far, we are 3 for 3, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Depression is also 3 for 3 as well. So if you're interested in playing along, let's find out. We have contestant number 1 on the left, number 2 in the middle, and 3 on the right. One of these people is a psychotic killer, murderer, criminal. Which one do you think it is? And that's what we're going to try and figure out right now. All right, what do we got going on here in the chat? It's late for me. I know that lots of people have different religions, but why can't they have a church class in school? Because the education system is the Church of Satan. It's run by evil people. Nobody can sneak up on an owl because their head spins 360 or 180. That's true. Typically, it's the owl is the one that's doing the sneaking. So let's see, who is the evil guy here? She's done a better job because now they all look very similar and they all got little top hats with mustaches. Oh, this is tricky. I feel like I'm cheating, but number 1 seems kind of shady because it looks like an older photo, and I feel like if it's a crazy murder, he's probably one in the past. But I get the demon eyes from number 2. Number 2's got darkness. He's... Yeah, it's definitely number 2. I think it's number 2. What do you guys think? Let's hear the middle. Stop Motion believes it is the middle as well, number 2. Awesome. Is there anybody else who wants to get their input? Let's find out. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Let's see who it is. Hey! Stop Motion nailed it, and I know nailed it as well. Holmes, H.H. Holmes, moved to Chicago when he built a 3-story mixed-use building with a hotel on top floor, apartment on the second, and a drugstore on the first. This became known as the Myrtle Castle. What? A police inspection of the building revealed hidden passages in a maze of hallways, soundproofed rooms, chutes to the basement, and airtight rooms fit with pipelines filled with gas. My God. The basement also held acid vats, quicklime, and a crematorium used to dispose of bodies. My goodness. Holmes would sell his victims' organs and skeletons on the black market. Oh. He confessed to 27 murders, but was convicted and sentenced to death for only 1. It is speculated that he may have killed up to 200 people. Wow. That is crazy. Holy crap. He made like a real horror house. My gosh. That's insane. Yeah, he is a evil crappa bro. Yeah, totally. What a monster. All right. We got another one here, it looks like. Oh, jeez. We got number 1 on the left, 2 in the middle, and 3 on the right. Let's see who it is. Number 1 is a good guy. I don't think he's bad. Number 2 looks a little upset, but he has the upsetness of a justifiable anger. You know, he looks like he's like, you forgot to put avocado, and I clearly paid extra for the avocado in my Chipotle bowl. You're going to add that avocado. I feel like it's a genuine anger in his face. Number 3 looks socially messed up. I hope I'm right, because if it's not, I'm sorry. I apologize to whoever that is. It looks like someone who is trying to smile but doesn't know what happiness is. Does that make sense? It seems like someone who's like, I'm happy. I'm happy. Take my photo, please. This is my happy face. You know, he's not expressing it correctly. Let's see. What do the comments think? What do you guys think in the chat? Let's find out. Stop motion says, haha, thirds, Mr. Big Brows. He thinks it's Mr. Big Brows. That's true. It's Mr. Big Brows. Maybe he's the unibrower. All right, let's go with the unibrower. Let's find out. Let's see. 3, 2. Hey! Oh, geez, that's Ted Bundy? What? That's the clown guy, right? Bundy would approach his victims in public places, pretending to be injured or disabled, or impersonating an authority figure. Oof, that's one of my biggest fears. Well, not biggest fears. That's not true at all. I take that back completely. One of the things I think about, if you're not a guy, you might not do this. This is kind of a guy thing. But guys, and I'm going to blow the secret right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'm exposing us. Men, when we have downtime, role play scenarios where enemies approach us, and then we think through how we're going to destroy them. I know, it sounds weird. You're thinking, what? No, that's not true. I literally, me and many men do this all the time. Ask any guy, if you're dating one, ask him right now. If you're married to one, ask him. I guarantee you, they'll be like, yeah, but like, what if a criminal comes to our door? They've thought it through, okay? And one of the things I always think about is, if I was a criminal, the first thing I would do is knock on a door and be like, police. And so that always freaks me out, is how I've been trying to tactically figure out what is the correct response to someone saying police at your door. Because the obvious answer is to say, yes, let the police in, right? And obviously don't approach with a weapon because the police will shoot you. But also, that's what a criminal would say. So I've definitely been trying to figure out what they think the right way to go is. My thought is I would call the police and verify with them via the phone before I let them in. And I would probably communicate to that to them through the door. But it's not a perfect strategy. That's something I thought about. Sorry. Constantly thinking about what evil person might do. You cannot protect yourself unless you know evil. Yeah, exactly. Boom. Stop motion nailed it again. He's 2 for 2. So am I. I think, though, the situation constantly about the items around me and defend myself against intruders. Exactly. And mountain lions and stuff like that. It's just what we do. He would knock them unconscious and strangle them in a secluded location. My God, what a monster. Confessed to 30 murders in 7 different states. My gosh. He was executed by electrocution. Good. Get out of here, you piece of trash. My God, what a horrifying monster. Oh, we're getting women in here for this one. Okay. Women are always harder because they're the sneakier ones. Women don't stab people. Women poison people. They always do a passive-aggressive way of dealing with things. Number 1, she's a legend. I feel her. I think she's a legend. I trust her completely. I don't know why. I can sense a stoic German ethic to her. I respect it for number 1. Number 2, those are some beady eyes. She kind of looks like Ursula. Number 3 looks like she's eaten some people. I know that's terrible to say. She looks like... I take that back. She doesn't look like she's eaten some people. She looks like if she was in the pioneer times and times are tough and someone died, she wouldn't say no. That's the impression I'm getting. Let's come back to Ursula, though. Ursula here. Ooh. Maybe without the hair. What would she look like without? Oh, yeah. I think she's the murderer. She's definitely a murderer. What do you guys think? Let's hear in the comments below. 2 is kind of creepy. 3 is just a housemaid. True. That makes sense. I can identify criminals from crime shows. Awesome. That's legendary. All right. Stop motion's going with 2 as well. I'm going with 2. Let's find out. 3, 2. Hey! 3 for 3. That's 6 for 6. And we have owls in chat who have nailed it as well. Awesome. Glad to hear that you guys are nailing it. What is this girl's story? Nanny Doss. I've never heard of her. was referred to as the Giggling Granny. Oh, gosh, that's gross. The Lonely Hearts Killer, the Black Widow, and the Lady Bluebeard. What? It was revealed that she had killed 4 of her husbands, 2 children, her sister, her mother, 2 grandsons, and a mother-in-law. My God. She mostly used rat poison. There it is. Women always use poison. They don't do violent crimes. She was sentenced to life in prison. The state of Oklahoma did not pursue the death penalty. She died of leukemia. How dare you? Oh, that's just... How could you not pursue the death penalty? Jeez. What a monster. Let's see, is that it? Oh, I guess that's it. That is the last of Good or Evil or Good. Thank you very much, Alexandria, for preparing this for us today. I hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to move right on to the Build, Grow, and Create segment. Thank you so much for joining. So today we're going to be teaching you how to build a worm farm without a yard. Believe it or not, Alex is actually doing this right now. She has already started building a worm farm. I'm helping her with it as well. And we are doing this, and it's a fantastic thing to do. Just put poison in apple juice for kids. Oh, jeez. Knew it. You nailed it. Stop motion got all 3 correct as well. 3 is trying to be a bit scary, right? I agree, Chris. So a worm farm is something that you can start using that it literally eats your scraps of food, like eggshells, the tops of vegetables, yard scraps, and it turns it into the most useful and nutrient-dense soil that you can use for growing your own food. So worm farm combined with like microgreens, which is what I'm doing here, or growing your own potatoes in your apartment, which we taught you to do in a previous video. This makes the dirt reusable. So if you grow potatoes in your dirt, you can then throw that dirt, the leftover dirt, into a worm farm, and the worms will turn that into highly nutrient-dense dirt that you can then reuse. And this can all be done within an apartment, and it basically just functions as a trash can. It's about 2 hours to build the whole thing.
So you want to start a worm farm. Worm farming is a great way to reduce the waste you're throwing out to landfill.
And just so you guys know, this is the city of Sydney. Definitely go and subscribe to this guy. The title of this video is How to Start a Worm Farm in 4 Steps. Vermiculture Made Easy. I'm going to be skipping around. If you want to learn how to do this whole thing, I'm just going to give you the key highlights here. But if you want to actually build this out, that's the video to do it. And go subscribe to this guy.
Can help you create homemade soil conditioners for your garden. Just jump straight to that section. Food you throw away, just buy a large box of worms to get you started. Choose a well-constructed worm farm so pests come.
So this is a constructed worm farm. You don't need this. You can actually just buy a plastic bin and make one at home by drilling some holes in it. That's what we did. I'll show you guys that one. I'll take some photos and videos of it while we're making the worm farm, and show you guys that on like TikTok and Instagram and so on and so forth. But this is like a higher end one. You could make this for like $15 out of like plastic containers.
Can't get in. Remember, it's not a pest farm. It's a worm farm. Cover with water.
So all he's doing is making the soil, the starter soil for the worm farm right here. So when you first start it up, you want to make sure you're giving them the perfect soil environment so that they can really grow and thrive and reproduce. Then from there, you're able to just kind of throw whatever you want in.
And then, dig a shallow trench, top of the bedding.
So this is at the stage where he's now got the worms introduced. They're growing. They've been thriving for a few weeks. Now he's going to start dumping food scraps into the dirt by digging a small hole and throwing the food scraps in.
Place a handful of food scraps.
Criminal Minds is the key. Yeah.
Cover with the bedding. Place the blanket. And the lid.
They like to have a cover that makes it nice and dark for them as well. It's nice to put that up there.
Find out the best way to feed them. Make sure you feed them regularly. If you feed them huge amounts every week or so, the worms can't get through fast enough, and the food waste goes sour and starts to smell. When you lift the blanket and...
Okay, so this is just the details of what you want to add here. the food. Make sure that you're giving them an amount that they can eat. If you do over what they can eat, they won't consume it all, and then it's just going to smell kind of bad.
Still lots of food scraps remaining. Move the food to compost or rubbish to prevent overfeeding or smell. To add more food, dig a new trench next to the previous one. Continue this till you reach the end of the farm, then jump back to where you started. There are a lot of different food scraps in the average Aussie kitchen.
Now, here's the only key here that you need to focus on is there are certain foods that they can't eat and turn into compost, so he's going to cover them.
Feed them raw and cooked food, vegetable scraps, coffee grinds, tea bags, and little bits of paper and cardboard.
These are all perfectly acceptable good foods to give them. My adventures with compost and worms is never this clean. Yeah, it is a bit. It is a bit deceptive here, but having these containers are actually pretty easy.
Try and avoid dairy, bread, meat, and eggshells.
So this is just a key here. Just don't throw raw meat in. Don't throw milk in. Things that are going to spoil very bad or really fast. Also onions, garlic. They won't eat those. The eggshells here is actually incorrect. You can give them eggshells if you grind them up. Grinding up the eggshells, they will eat those. Want to hear a really wicked coincidence? My aunt's funeral, my cousin had a detector, and there was one ghost in the room, and it was addressed as a female. Ooh, that's spooky, Stop Motion Studios. My goodness.
Here are some that you just can't put in. Onions, garlic, uncooked potato skins, and citrus peel.
I didn't know about the citrus peel one, but the citrus peel makes sense. They can't deal with the high acidity and the oils.
Here are some that you should try and avoid. Dairy, bread, meat, and eggshells.
Oh, he's just saying avoid. So yeah, you can do a little bit of eggshells. It's not going to hurt. But these ones for sure, if you give them uncooked, if you give them garlic or onion, they do not eat that. In fact, I think it can kill them.
Click below for a free printable label for your worm farm of a full list of food. If worms get too much, before you put in more food.
And then this is another key part here is making sure that you keep it nice and wet and moist. Having a wet sponge in there can help. Making sure that you keep the soil nice and wet. And so that is basically it. So that is the 4 steps really. It's, get the dirt, get it in the container, good dirt in the container, give them food scraps, make sure it's not from the bad foods, and keeping it wet. If you do those 4 things, you have a self-sustaining compost pile that can turn your used potato dirt into good dirt, your used microgreen dirt into dirt, and you literally can have a self-sufficient food farm in an apartment with no yard, no garden, nothing. You can be self-sufficient on food. And so that is the lecture for today on worm farms and build, grow, and create. So that's something you guys can start implementing today. And with our last bit here, of course, the final segment is practical philosophy. Today we're going to be talking about the scripture from the Bible, Luke 9:50. This is from Jesus. And this quote comes from, "He who is not against us is on our side." And this is something I read while I'm doing my daily reading for the Bible. We are doing a Christmas special, if you will, where we're reading the book of Luke, chapter by chapter, starting at chapter 1 on December 1st, and then there's 24 chapters in Luke, so you've read the entire Christmas story by December 24th, Christmas Eve. Then you can wake up on 25th and celebrate Christmas, knowing what Christmas is about. And so I was reading this on chapter 9, and I think during these times that we're going through right now, this is a really important scripture and something that is very often not covered in churches these days because, it's not politically correct, which is antithetical to being a good Christian. So we're going to be analyzing that just a bit, and I think it'll help you guys out. Let's see what Chris got to say here. Want to hear we saw that. Most animals can't eat those foods. Humans are weird. Yeah, I've learned that growing garlic can actually defend your garden from like gophers and stuff because they hate it so much. Same thing happened. If you've ever taken a bite out of garlic, though, like raw, then you know real quick why they don't like it. That stuff it's intense. Something happened at her burial, but it disappeared out of nowhere. Oof, that's spooky. Only bad guys say, if you're not with us, you're against us. Yeah, that's quite possibly the case. Hope Monday is a good scripture in my B-Day. Heck yeah, totally. So what this analysis, my takeaway, what I get from this, and I'm not a preacher, I'm not a pastor, I'm not anything of the sort. I'm just a person. I'm a wizard on the internet who reads books. But what I think that this really tells us is people who worship a higher power. They say that there is a truth above me that I am willing to die for, even if they're wrong on that truth. That's who I perceive as people who are on our side. The world is kind of divided right now between people who do not believe in truth and people who do worship truth, the logos and the no-gos. And I think that it's arrogant for us to think that we all know what that truth is, but there's clearly a distinction between people who know what is truth and people who worship truth and people who do not believe there is a truth, people who think they make their own truth. And that is philosophically boils down to Satan versus Jesus. For example, Muslims believe there is a higher power that is the truth. I know that they're wrong, but the fact that they worship something that they believe is truth and are willing to die for it is something that I respect. So in my understanding of this, I'd say, hey, they worship truth. They're not against us. Then they're on our side. They're our friends. Now, the part that the church doesn't want to address here is that there are people who are against you. And the Bible tells you that you're supposed to cut those people out. You're supposed to excommunicate from people who are against you. And there are people who are against us. So I think the times that we're going through right now is a time of understanding that people don't have to be Christians to be on our side, but they do need to worship truth, or at least be trying to worship truth. And then there are people who don't and are against us, and we need to not be with those kinds of people. We need to separate from that. Now is a great time to be making allies, not going out of our ways to nitpick. Well, your definition of Jesus in the Bible says that God's actually 3 in 1 and not one God, and it just these nonsense Trinity talk, this is my Bible, I'm a Baptist, well, I'm a Orthodox, well, I'm a Catholic, well, I'm a Mormon. We need to stop bickering about these stupid nonsense details and ask yourself the question, does this person worship truth? Does this person hold truth as the highest ideal? If so, then yes. Is this person against me? Then I need to get rid of them. And that's the second part here, which is this is also a time to be making enemies. This is a time to be drawing lines in the sand. We already won this battle. We already know the end of the story. If you're a Christian, you know that we won. Now is the time to build, grow, and create and thrive with those allies and to excommunicate the enemies from those things. That's one of the things that we're doing here at Ask a Wizard. We are trying to help people. And what do we got here? My name is Jeff. Hey, Evil Al. My name is Jeff. Oh, your name is Jeff. Nice. All right. Kiki, Stop Motion Studios, Take a Chill Pill. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Weird. I don't know what that is. So, that's what we're building here at Ask a Wizard. The owls have read. We're prepared. We already won. We're focusing on the future already. We're building and we're growing and we're creating the beautiful, the good, and the true. The owls read The Art of War. The owls read The Prince. The owls know how to grow their own food. The owls know how to get their own water. They know how to make their own power. The owls read the Bible. They know philosophy. They know theology. They know practical skills. They know how to engage in war. This is a group of people who have said, if you want to take a stand against us and take away our resources, take away our food, take away our power, take away our water, fine. We'll make it ourselves. And we'll ally with those who support us. And that is what we're doing here at the Owls. And that, I think, is the takeaway I really got from this is this is a time to start making allies, to meet new allies, people who are not against us. Let's befriend them. Let's get on their side. They don't have to agree with us. They don't have to be the same religion as us. They don't have to have the same philosophies as us, but they do need to worship truth. And if they do, they're not against us. And that means they're on our side. And so with that, that's going to close up the stream for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. I hope you had a good time. We have a last segment open here for live wizard readings if you guys would like to get one. I don't know if there's anyone else looking for a live wizard reading, but if so, let me know in the chat below, and let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below. And Evil Owl, are you just trying to be annoying? Come on, man. Don't bug people. You got this. I believe in you. And it looks like we're good to go. I think I got everybody so far. We got everyone from the book. I don't think there's anyone new who's come on in. If there is, let me know. I can get you a reading. We have a quick Q&A. If you have any questions you'd like to talk about, let me know in the comments below. And if not, we'll close up the stream. And thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And if you'd like to support the stream, send some resources our way at paypal.me/askawizard. You can also send letters at P.O. Box 8881, Missoula, Montana 59807. Stop Motion Studios says, please. Hello, Stop Motion. How are you doing? You said please. Please what? Did you want me to get you another reading? Let me know. Send your letters your way. The support is greatly appreciated, and I do read those letters on air, by the way. Thank you guys so much. This is a good stream. This is fun. I had that was a good time. And one last just shout out again to the owls who are part of the war efforts. Take a look at that. Look at that line graph. Look at that line graph. Good work. Very good work, guys. This is incredible, and 2020 might be the year that finally puts that final nail in the coffin, this 10-year war. Look at that, guys. Just look at that. It's just beautiful. Good job. Good job. Please talk. I'm not sure what you mean there, Stop Motion Studios. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. We will see you guys again tomorrow. And same place, same time, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Coast time here on YouTube. And, of course, TikTok Magic Show at 7:20 p.m. Pacific Coast time. And the Facebook Pirate Ship, which is facebook.com/askawizard. That's where you jump on a internet ship with me to sail the seas of the internet and look for mysteries and memes. Stop Motion says, talk, follow me on Tik. I typically don't follow people, but if you have an owl name, Stop Motion Studios, I sometimes follow owls. So let me know what your owl name is, and then I will give you a follow potentially. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys all tomorrow, same place, same time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you all later. And as always, roll out the intro video. It's a long one, but I do it because I love it. Peace.